how are you? I look terrible, so disregard. Um, New Moon and Virgo reading. It's Virgo season. I'm a Virgo rising. Y'all, I've been cleaning stuff that is completely unnecessary. Like, all of my animals are show quality right now, and I'm pretty sure my house is sore from having it been scrubbed so much. I'm so productive right now. It's insane. I feel like a toddler with a driver's license and a productive mission. Anyhow, so I got several cards out. Well, decks, rather. Like a whole bunch, right? And anyways, had them all out, shuffled, did all this kind of thing, and I got a completely random rap song, You Was Right, Lil Uzi Vert or something like that. It's like from a feminist perspective, like, and this is the first thing I thought, like, why was I ever listening to this kind of a thing? Like, I love rap music, like, in general, like, it's a lot of fun, but a lot of it is, like, extremely derogatory, right? Like, especially when women are concerned. And that was just exactly what came to mind. Like, what are you doing? So he's kind of saying, you're right, you're right, you're right. I was wrong. Like, I shouldn't have brought her home. Like, I should have just boned. Oh, yes, you're right. You should have just done that. No. I kind of feel like you're getting a backhanded apology from someone right now, maybe. Or you're going to be. And you'll have to bear with me. Like, I've got some decks out here that I'm going to have to go to read the books from, which I know can be kind of annoying or slow paced, but you know, it's either for you or it's not. So let's just get into it. This is the yogic path. All of these have been heavily shuffled. So yeah, backhanded apology. Like, somebody's apologizing, but it's like the apology itself is kind of an insult. Like, I kind of just want to slap this person. Alright, so we get whatever that word is in the reverse. So that, thank God, has an index that's alphabetized. This comes from the chakra section. It's number 51. Bear with me. No, maybe that meant page 51. Yeah, sacral chakra. Oh, wow. And it's in the reverse. Let's underline some stuff. Creativity is like a fountain, and when it's not replenished, it runs dry. Has life gotten in the way of the things that you used to do that really lit you up? It's time to come back to them. Go back to those poems, take out your canvas, begin singing again, open up the cobwebs of your body and let Shakti movement come through. When you live a life you love, abundance flows your way and pleasure follows suit. Make your life an expression of the divine and ride the orgasmic waves of creativity. Yeah, I reckon. So somebody's a little dry. The answer here is to do something completely not practical, which Virgo is the exact opposite of, right? Like, Virgo is earth, energy, mutable earth. Like, they're all things practical. Maybe what you need to do here in this next 28-day cycle is to factor in a creative outlet on a daily basis, right? Virgo energy is 6th house. That is your day-to-day routines, what is healing to you, like self-care. Feels really big right now. The last like week or so, I've been really feeling that. Like, on my days off, I put, like, you know what Olaplex is. It's not sponsored or anything like that, but like, basically a deep conditioning hair treatment on. I throw my beanie on and I go all day long. No makeup, nothing. Like, I skincare, hair care, like take care of me kind of a thing. Like, yeah, I don't look the greatest, but I'm taking care of me. That's kind of like harness it that way. But I really feel like there's a need for a creative outlet. And as adults, right, a lot of the times we can lose sight of that. Like, I've got to do dishes, I've got to get the kids to soccer practice, I've got to this kind of a thing. What are you doing for you? Okay, so anyways, let's keep going. This is the Moonology Oracle deck. Expect powerful change. New moon eclipse. Well, we're not having an eclipse right now, but it's kind of double in that it is Virgo season, right? And it's a Virgo new moon, and I know that I have been feeling this extremely hard. And I'd say even more from just in like the past couple of days, but like the last week or so, like even beyond that, like I can't get away from this productivity that's almost annoying and like neurotic even to myself. Just go with it. I wish I was this productive all the time. That's a choice. Anyways, that's a whole nother topic. But yeah, expect powerful change. So add in this creative outlet on a daily basis, something that you do for you that's not practical, that's not necessarily useful, that's just something that you like to do. And expect it to change you as well. It should, right? You open up that sacral chakra where the feminine lives. Right, we all have masculine and feminine energy. You open that up and you just be creative. I'm not telling anybody how, but do something for you. So this is the Sacred Destiny Oracle. Let's see what's coming in for you. It says expect powerful change. What else about this 28-day cycle that's coming? Oh, you got a lot. Okay. Security. I love this image of a bonfire. Where I live here, obviously in Tennessee, we're getting into bonfire season. I could have bonfire season year round. But yeah, security. Like, where do you feel warm? Where do you feel like you can relax, right? Look at that for me. Ugh. I really feel like you're going to be working on something hardcore, and by the time the full moon, I think it might be in Aquarius, I'm not sure, don't quote me on that, but in 28 days, when that moon comes back around, that full moon elucidates everything you've been working on now, which is a great time to set your intentions on what you're going to work toward. I feel like you're going to be able to relax. You've also got, 5 cards. Going forward, healing chaos, and thriving. Very much like this whole idea, kind of how I felt like with that, when that song came up of like, this is like ridiculous, right? Like, this is chaotic. Like, I don't know where to begin with this. You're apologizing for bringing this other person home. You should have just had sex with her. Oh, that's cool. Going forward, kind of thing. Oh my God, I could talk for hours on that whole situation right there. But I feel like there's Virgo energy is about productivity, right? On a daily basis. They're about fine attention to detail and healing in the manner of doing something creative for yourself, right? Holistic approaches here. Maybe I'm talking to other nurses, I don't know. But mind, body, spirit, knowing when you're okay and getting good and grounded in that, and then going forward through whatever fresh hell awaits you. And it's like the old Southern saying, right? If you're going through hell, keep on going. And this is kind of like thriving amidst adversity, right? Maybe people told you like you'd never get through this, or you felt like you'd never get through this, or whatever it is, but there's something powerful changing here in your life. And I feel like when you get to the end of it, you're going to be able to take a big sigh of relief. you're going to be able to relax. You need to do something now for yourself to find out, or to find how to do this on a daily basis, because this is a marathon, not a sprint, right? It's about the journey, not the destination. So don't ever get in your mind of thinking that, well, when this happens, I can relax. When that happens, I can. No, you got to figure out how to do that now. Every step of the way. I'm going to talk. So, what kind of angels are working with you through this? The angel of manifestation. So this, whatever powerful change is coming in, yeah, my mind's being drawn over here. You've called this in, like you've been asking for this, and it's gonna be powerful, which tells me immediately that you're gonna kind of maybe be a little scared of it. That's okay. Just don't close yourself off to it. Keep with the productivity in the creative department, right? You really need... Oh, I just want to tell you to go be a kid right now. Go play in the rain. Go finger paint. Go sing in the shower. Do something ridiculous. Without an audience, maybe. But get away from... useful. Get away from it. There's method in madness, right? Alright. This is the liminals, gateway to the liminal spirits. I really like this deck. You got two. You got crystal, which is like a magical kind of spiritual tool, right? And you got desert. Is this you? I'm pretty sure I alluded to a desert earlier with this whole sacral chakra business. So let's find crystal. Ooh, there's desert. Let's start with desert. A situation may seem too hot to handle right now, but things will eventually cool down. Try not to waste your time fighting or worry about it. Proceed with caution. This is not the time to take rash action or make hasty judgment. That is totally not what I'm feeling off the desert. Like I straight up... Oh, I took that totally differently, rather. There's crystal. There are many facets to a situation. Take time to scry, which means scrying, like somebody looks into a crystal ball, for instance. It's about loosening your gaze so you're not like zeroing in with an intense stare. But you're loosening your vision and allowing that periphery to kind of work for you, like when you pick up things like subliminal messages almost. Gaze upon the surface before deciding. Sometimes it takes a bit of digging through the dirt. Desert. Find the beauty within. Contact with the earth is good for you. Or just simply find some crystals that work for your situation, and you can do that through a quick Google search. Yeah. I really feel like you need help here getting out of a very stagnant, dry situation. There's no life here. I'm sorry to the people who live in the Southwest, but to me, beauty comes from a place of fertility that's green and lush. And this ain't it. I really feel like you need some sort of amplification or assistance breaking through some sort of stagnation where it's been lifeless. I feel like, and like you think about the Empress, right? She's fertile. She is creative. She is the divine feminine. She's not necessarily practical. She is creative. Like, I feel like this is a call to get into touch, like, to go through this craziness, right? Like, it's absurd that I'm still stuck here, kind of thing. That healing chaos, to go forward, channel your creative energy, your feminine side, right? Okay, so this deck is kind of smart-assy in that, I like it. It's called Ask the Queens. I don't get all of them, so I might just tell you to make your own mind up about it. Alright, that didn't take long. Here's some royal advice for you. Empress Josephine, at the age of 10, was told by a fortune teller that she would grow up to become more than a queen. She married Napoleon Bonaparte, and when he became Emperor of France in 1804, he crowned Josephine Empress, making her more than a queen. But love was not enough. The emperor required an heir. The empress was barren. He divorced her. An emperor's loyalty is to his heirs, not his empress. So I immediately get off that, like, don't chase a title. Love is the end-all be-all, right? Like, I want to kind of say it that way, but it is the strongest force on this earth. Like the Christian Bible tells us that the most important thing at all is love. And that love will forever prevail. So, don't be chasing things like titles. I don't care what kind of acronyms come after a comma following your name. It doesn't matter. Clout, not important. It's about love. It's about family, right? I mean, you flip that on its head. Yeah. There's a degree of legacy here. It's very kind of Capricornian in that regard, right? Like, very future focused. I feel like you've been working really hard on a very practical manner, feeling like your life is just bleh. It's all brown, right? Like, you've been manifesting some sort of creative, feminine, like, beauty and warmth. And when it comes to you, you're going to be able to sigh a deep breath of release. Maybe that's what you've been working toward. You've been calling it in, right? I see it coming. Like, it looks like it's coming. I hope it comes to you. You've been through a lot to get there. So this, let's move on. The Blind Spot Oracle. It's very thick. I have small hands, so it's kind of hard to shuffle. We'll see what happens. Just one, please. Just one. Alright, we get 58. And I kind of see like an Aborigine man, like in a yoga pose. I probably failed a Rorschach. Psychological prints. I don't know if you can fail those, but I probably would. This is called Blinding Pessimism. Okay. If you have drawn this sigil, it means that in this situation, your pessimism is blinding you to actual reality. Okay? There is a reason that we are pessimistic. We are not born pessimistic. It is a strategy we learn to adopt so as to minimize pain. It is a defense mechanism. This means if we are pessimistic in general, we have been deeply and repetitively hurt in our lives, and it is a guarantee that hurt came with crushing disappointment. Now I feel like an asshole for judging you with those looks. I'm sorry. It means that if you are pessimistic in this single situation, you are doing so to minimize pain, especially the potential disappointment. Pessimism affects the way we act or the way we refuse to act. So inevitably, it's affecting your manifestation. If you are pessimistic, you're just going to draw more of this in, right? More lifelessness. There's no lush fertility that's coming from this joint. It's not, especially not with the wool. I'm gonna shut up. Anyways, you need spirit's help. Call on spirit. Lean on spirit, right? Like, I think you've been after the title. Now it's time to focus on the fertility and the creative abundance, like that Empress energy that comes with love, right? Do that. Simple, right? So let's look at your energy going, like in this Virgo new moon cycle. Because Virgo's about getting stuff done, right? Like, yo, we paying attention to detail over here. You better get real hepped up on some finger painting. I'm just saying. I got the Hierophant on the bottom. Y'all, this is literally the Hierophant speaks to higher levels, like the divine sacred of the institution, right? Or the institution of the divine sacred, something like that. It's part of your life path. And literally here you get the Empress and the Lovers, which literally talks about the consequences of your choices, and when you choose that kind of divine feminine energy, how are you gonna go wrong? I'll wait. I'm just saying, this is your energy. Going through this whole cycle right now, you choose love. How can wait? I mean, that's all good and fine or whatever, but no. This is called the Oracle of the Radiant Sun. I freaking love this deck. So I'm going to pull a couple of these because we're already at 20 minutes. And I will let you go. For this new moon cycle, what can you expect? Where have you been? Alright. Flirtation. This is Sag and Venus. You've been hoeing around? I had to. Sag is very unconventional, unimpeded. Maybe you needed to get some of that into your life. Go there. Yes. If it's meant to be, it will be, right? Florida, Georgia Line, and Bebrexa. I probably missaid that or whatever. But maybe you need to inject some of that into your life. Like, you really need to beef up, like, ninth house energy is about higher level education. Like, look into feminine energy. Do you even know what it is? It's impractical, and it's beautiful, and you should know about it. What else we got here? And Sag is the philosopher, right? It's literally a mythical creature. Half man, like half horse, that shoots a bow and arrow. Go there. Be impractical. Write a children's story or something. Hercules, one of my favorites. Health. I can't make this up. Virgo sun. This is right now. Literally, this is right now. Let other people help you. I feel like there are other people around you that want to give back. I want to say give back to you. They want to take care of you. Bitch, have you had enough to drink? Like, do you need your teeth brushed? Like, can I rub your arm? Let them. Go to a spa. Literally take time to stop and smell the roses, okay? What else? One more. Okay, I got two. Cancer and Jupiter here, fourth energy. Like, I really feel like the overall idea here is that your home and hearth will expand. Okay, through speculation, through taking my advice into consideration here. Like, there's going to be an expansion on the home front. Is that ever wrong? No. But the last kind of notion here is riches. Saturn in Capricorn in the 10th house, which is native. That is all of that hard work you've put in. Trudging across this desert is going to pay off for you. Yes, it is. And submission, Pisces and Venus. Very soft energy, okay? Very dreamy, artistic, non-practical. No offense, Pisceans. Energy. Submit to it. Yes, there is a gigantic female symbol right there. Like, you need to get on board with that. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you to do that. Let me know how your finger paintings turn out. God bless you.